Dive into the chaotic, mischievous world of Gremlins, 1984, a horror comedy classic that redefined the genre. Directed by Joe Dante and produced by Steven Spielberg, this film blends dark humor, festive chaos, and practical effects to create an unforgettable cinematic experience. From its surprising roach-inspired origins to its groundbreaking influence on film ratings, Gremlins is packed with behind-the-scenes stories that captivate fans and newcomers alike. Whether you're intrigued by Gizmo's cuddly charm, Phoebe Cates' haunting monologue, or the anarchic bar scene, these 25-plus little-known facts reveal the creativity, challenges, and legacy of a film that continues to thrill audiences. Explore the puppetry feats, casting surprises, and cultural impact that made Gremlins a box office hit and a pop culture icon. Perfect for movie buffs and 1980s nostalgia enthusiasts, this deep dive uncovers the magic behind Kingston Falls' wildest Christmas. Chris Columbus, the screenwriter of Gremlins, found inspiration in the grim reality of his roach-infested New York loft during the early 1980s. Living in a cramped, poorly maintained apartment, he was haunted by the incessant skittering of cockroaches across floors and walls, particularly at night. As reported by Collider, this unsettling environment sparked the idea of mischievous, nocturnal creatures that thrived on chaos, forming the foundation for the Mogwai and their malevolent gremlin counterparts. Columbus's original script leaned heavily into horror, with the Roaches' relentless presence mirroring the gremlins' destructive tendencies. His personal struggle with the pests translated into a vivid, unsettling narrative that captured the imagination of executive producer Steven Spielberg. Spielberg saw the potential to transform this dark concept into a horror comedy, blending terror with absurdity. The roach-inspired origin story underscores how a writer's lived experience can shape a cinematic masterpiece, turning a mundane annoyance into a cultural phenomenon that resonated with audiences worldwide. As executive producer, Steven Spielberg acquired Chris Columbus's Gremlins script, which was steeped in graphic horror, featuring scenes of gremlins decapitating characters and devouring pets. Recognizing that such intensity risked an R rating and limited audience appeal, Spielberg pushed for a lighter, comedic tone. According to Den of Geek, he encouraged rewriting violent scenes into slapstick chaos, such as gremlins trashing a bar, while preserving just enough menace to maintain the film's edge. This shift required careful calibration to ensure the film remained thrilling, yet accessible to families. Spielberg's vision transformed Gremlins into a genre-blending blockbuster, balancing scares with laughs. His influence not only broadened the film's commercial success, but also set a template for future horror comedies, making Gremlins a pivotal entry in 1980s cinema. The tonal adjustment showcased Spielberg's knack for crafting universally appealing stories from darker origins. Spielberg selected Joe Dante to direct Gremlins after being impressed by his work on Piranha, 1978, a low-budget Jaws parody that demonstrated Dante's ability to blend horror with irreverent humor. Dante's subsequent film, The Howling, 1981, further showcased his skill in handling creature-driven narratives and practical effects, as noted by Den of Geek. His subversive style and expertise with monster movies made him the perfect choice to navigate the film's complex puppetry and tonal demands. Dante brought a playful, satirical edge to Gremlins, infusing it with pop culture references and chaotic energy. His collaborative approach allowed actors and puppeteers to experiment, enhancing the film's anarchic vibe. Dante's casting as director was a masterstroke, aligning with Spielberg's vision while adding a distinct, quirky identity that made Gremlins a standout in the horror comedy genre. Zach Galligan, a 19-year-old NYU student with minimal acting experience, was cast as Billy Peltzer, beating out established actors like Emilio Estevez and Judd Nelson. His earnest boy-next-door charm perfectly suited Billy's small-town innocence, as detailed by Sci-Fi. To prepare, Galligan immersed himself in suburban culture, studying the rhythms of small-town life to capture Billy's relatable awkwardness. His natural reactions to the chaotic, puppet-driven scenes added authenticity, grounding the film's fantastical elements. Galligan's performance, marked by wide-eyed wonder and quiet determination, anchored Gremlin's emotional core, making Billy a likable everyman. His debut role launched his career, cementing his place in the 1980s pop culture and proving that raw talent could shine in a high-stakes Hollywood production. Phoebe Cates, playing Kate Beringer, delivers a haunting monologue about her father's tragic death on Christmas Eve, found dead in a chimney while dressed as Santa Claus. The grim story, intended to explain Kate's aversion to Christmas, was a bold departure from the film's comedic tone, plunging viewers into unexpected tragedy. Studio executives pushed to cut it, arguing it was too bleak for a PG film, but director Joe Dante and Spielberg fought to keep it, believing it added emotional depth, as per Mental Floss. Kate's understated, somber delivery made the scene chillingly effective, balancing heartbreak with the film's absurdity. The monologue's inclusion highlighted Gremlin's tonal daring, becoming one of its most iconic moments and showcasing Cates's ability to convey profound emotion in a genre-blending context. In Chris Columbus's initial draft, Gizmo, the adorable Mogwai, was a deceptive villain who transformed into Stripe, the Gremlin leader, aligning with the script's dark horror roots. Spielberg, envisioning a marketable, empathetic character, insisted Gizmo remain a loyal, cuddly hero throughout, as noted by Collider. This change gave Gremlins an emotional anchor, with Gizmo's innocence contrasting the Gremlins' chaos. The decision fueled the film's merchandising success as Gizmo became a plushie sensation. Spielberg's intervention reshaped the narrative, ensuring Gizmo's enduring appeal as a pop culture icon. By keeping Gizmo heroic, Gremlins gained a heartwarming core that balanced its anarchic humor, making it a beloved classic across generations. Comedian Howie Mandel provided Gizmo's voice, creating a high-pitched, endearing babble that defined the character's charm. Recording in a sound booth, Mandel improvised coos, whimpers, and giggles, drawing inspiration from his own puppy's sounds, as per Sci-Fi. He spent hours experimenting with vocal inflections to convey Gizmo's emotions from curiosity to fear. Mandel's playful approach, rooted in his comedic background, brought warmth to the puppet, making its voice as iconic as its wide-eyed design. His performance amplified Gizmo's appeal, endearing the character to audiences worldwide. Mandel's vocal work was instrumental in turning Gizmo into a cultural phenomenon, beloved for its expressive innocence. The Mogwai and Gremlin puppets, designed by effects artist Chris Walas, were a technical marvel, costing $2 million of the film's $11 million budget. With 60 puppeteers on set, complex scenes required 10-hour shoots, as each puppet demanded multiple operators for movements like blinking or snarling, per facts.net. The delicate mechanics, prone to overheating or jamming, posed constant challenges, slowing production. Despite the difficulties, Wallace's team crafted lifelike creatures that drove the film's visual impact. The puppet's tactile quality gave Gremlins a timeless appeal, showcasing the artistry of practical effects in an era before CGI. This craftsmanship captivated audiences, proving the power of hands-on effects in storytelling. In a scene where Gizmo drives a toy car, a remote-controlled vehicle was used, but it malfunctioned, crashing into a set wall and breaking a $500 prop. Joe Dante kept the take for its comedic spontaneity, as it fit Gizmo's bumbling heroism, as per Screen Rant. The unscripted mishap added a layer of charm, showcasing the production's willingness to embrace happy accidents. The scene's light-hearted chaos endeared Gizmo further, reinforcing his underdog appeal. The car crash became a memorable moment, highlighting how improvisation and flexibility enhanced Gremlin's playful energy, delighting audiences with its unexpected humor. The Stripe puppet, featuring 20 moving parts, was the most complex animatronic in Gremlins. During the fountain scene, where Stripe spawns new gremlins, its hydraulics failed, halting production for 2 days, per facts.net. The costly repairs tested the crew's patience, but the scene's chaotic energy, with gremlins bubbling to life, justified the effort. Stripe's menacing presence, enhanced by the puppet's intricate design, made him a standout villain. The breakdown underscored the fragility of practical effects, yet the final scene's intensity cemented Stripe's role as a memorable antagonist, thrilling viewers with its visceral impact. Early Mogwai scenes experimented with live monkeys and dogs to create organic interactions, but their unpredictability — monkeys ignored cues, dogs barked excessively — proved problematic, as per Screen Rant. The team pivoted to puppets for consistency, though trained animals like the Peltzer family dog, Barney, appeared in minor roles. This shift emphasized the Mogwai's fantastical nature, avoiding real-world distractions. The decision highlighted the production's reliance on puppetry for narrative control. By prioritizing puppets, Gremlins maintained its otherworldly charm, ensuring the creature's unique presence captivated audiences without the chaos of live animals. Gremlins was shot on Warner Brothers' backlot and Los Angeles soundstages, with the Peltzer home repurposed from E.T. the Extraterrestrial, 1982, saving $200,000 in construction costs. This reuse maintained a cozy, suburban aesthetic crucial to the film's small-town vibe, as noted by Den of Geek. The LA locations provided controlled environments tailored to the film's fantastical needs, allowing the budget to prioritize effects. The setting grounded the story in a relatable world while accommodating the Gremlins' chaos. The efficient production design enhanced Gremlins' immersive quality, blending realism with the surreal to captivate viewers. The film's violent scenes, like Gremlins exploding in a microwave or being shredded in a blender, sparked debate over its PG rating. Alongside Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, 1984, Gremlins exposed the limitations of the PG classification, prompting the MPAA to introduce the PG-13 rating later that year, per Collider. The controversy reshaped how studios approached family-friendly blockbusters, addressing content too intense for young audiences. Gremlins' bold violence tested rating boundaries, leaving a lasting impact on the industry. Its role in the PG-13 creation marked a turning point, influencing the classification of genre films for decades. Chris Columbus's script named several Gremlins, including Gizmo, Stripe, and Daffy, but only Gizmo and Stripe are identified on screen. Others, like Daffy, were featured in merchandise like toys and comics, expanding the lore, as per facts.net. This choice streamlined the narrative, focusing on key characters while allowing tie-ins to enrich the Gremlin world. The strategy catered to fans eager for additional content, enhancing the franchise's reach. By balancing storytelling clarity with merchandising potential, Gremlins maximized its cultural impact, ensuring its characters resonated beyond the screen. Steven Spielberg makes a brief cameo at the Inventors Convention, riding an electric cart alongside composer Jerry Goldsmith. The unscripted appearance, as per CBR, was a playful nod to Spielberg's hands-on role as executive producer. The moment added a meta Easter egg for cinephiles, rewarding attentive viewers with a glimpse of the creative minds behind the film. Spielberg's presence connected the production's vision to the on-screen world, enriching the film's behind-the-scenes charm. The cameo delighted fans, adding a layer of insider fun to Gremlins' quirky appeal. Jerry Goldsmith's score for Gremlins blended synthesizers and orchestral elements, capturing the Gremlins' cartoonish chaos. Recorded in 3 weeks, the soundtrack drew inspiration from Looney Tunes, with mischievous gremlin themes and tender motifs for Gizmo, selling 500,000 albums as per Den of Geek. The music amplified the film's tonal shifts, from playful to menacing, enhancing its emotional impact. Goldsmith's work elevated Gremlin's anarchic energy, becoming a beloved component of its identity. The score's whimsical yet eerie quality cemented the film's unique atmosphere, resonating with audiences long after its release. The Gremlin bar scene, featuring puppets smoking, drinking, and playing poker, was a logistical feat, costing $1 million and taking a month to film with 50 puppeteers. The intricate choreography captured the Gremlins' debauchery, as per Mental Floss. The scene's absurd humor, showcasing the creatures as gleeful troublemakers, became a fan favorite, highlighting Joe Dante's flair for chaos. Its anarchic energy defined Gremlin's comedic edge, thrilling audiences with its over-the-top antics. The bar sequence remains a standout, embodying the film's irreverent spirit and creative ambition. In the bar scene, a gremlin in leg warmers parodies Jennifer Beals' iconic dance from Flashdance, 1983. The unscripted gag, added by Joe Dante, was a spontaneous nod to 1980s pop culture, delighting audiences with its randomness, as per Mental Floss. The parody's satirical flair reflected the era's obsession with dance fads, adding a layer of humor to the Gremlins' chaos. Its inclusion enhanced the scene's playful energy, showcasing Dante's knack for cultural commentary. The Flashdance mimicry became a memorable quirk, enriching Gremlins' status as a pop culture touchstone. Corey Feldman, aged 12, played Pete, Billy's comic-obsessed friend, in one of his first major roles before The Goonies, 1985. His improvised lines about superheroes added authenticity to Pete's nerdy persona, as per Sci-Fi. Feldman's natural energy and quick wit foreshadowed his rise as a 1980s teen star, making Pete a memorable supporting character. His performance brought youthful charm to the film's ensemble, grounding its fantastical elements. Feldman's role in Gremlins marked an early milestone in his career, contributing to the film's vibrant cast. Hoyt Axton, playing Rand Peltzer, ad-libbed much of his inventor pitches, like the malfunctioning bathroom buddy, drawing from his country music background, as per Sci-Fi. His folksy delivery infused Rand with quirky charisma, bringing humor to the character's failed inventions. Axton's improvisations added warmth and authenticity, making Rand a standout in the film's ensemble. His creative freedom enhanced Gremlin's comedic tone, delighting audiences with Rand's eccentric charm. Axton's performance underscored the film's playful spirit, contributing to its memorable character roster. The opening Chinatown scene was filmed in a redressed Los Angeles restaurant, transformed with $100,000 in props like lanterns and statues to create an exotic, mysterious vibe. With 200 extras, the set established the Mogwai's mythical origins, as per Den of Geek. The detailed production design immersed viewers in a world of wonder and danger, setting the tone for the story. The environment's authenticity heightened Gremlin's fantastical stakes, captivating audiences from the outset. The scene's atmospheric craftsmanship laid a strong foundation for the film's narrative. The Gremlins Voices, a chaotic mix by Howie Mandel, Frank Welker, and Michael Winslow, were recorded in layers to create a cacophony of snarls and cackles, as per Facts.net. Winslow, known for Police Academy, added wild sound effects, amplifying the creature's menace. The vocal blend matched the Gremlins' visual chaos, making their presence audibly striking. The sound design enhanced Gremlins' anarchic energy, ensuring the creatures were as unforgettable orally as they were visually. The voices' unhinged quality cemented the Gremlins' role as iconic cinematic villains. Gremlins relied entirely on practical effects, with Chris Walas's team building 150 animatronic puppets and using stop-motion for dynamic sequences as per Collider. The absence of CGI gave the film a tactile, handcrafted feel, though it demanded painstaking craftsmanship. The practical approach ensured the Gremlins felt real, boosting immersion and timelessness. The puppets' lifelike quality captivated audiences, showcasing the artistry of pre-digital effects. Gremlins' reliance on practical effects defined its visual legacy, setting it apart in an era of emerging technology. On an $11 million budget, Gremlins grossed $153.1 million worldwide, including $148.2 million domestically, ranking as 1984's fourth highest-grossing film behind Ghostbusters, per Box Office Mojo. Its blend of scares, laughs, and heart drove its success, appealing to diverse audiences. The film's commercial triumph made it a summer blockbuster, solidifying its cultural impact. Gremlins' box office dominance highlighted its universal appeal, marking it as a 1980s classic. Its financial success underscored the power of innovative storytelling in capturing global audiences. With an 86% Rotten Tomatoes score, Gremlins was praised for its inventive humor and effects. But critics like Roger Ebert, giving it 3 out of 4 stars, found its violence, like Gremlins in Blenders, jarring for a PG film, per reviews. The tonal swings thrilled some but unsettled others, reflecting the film's bold approach. The mixed response underscored Gremlins' risk-taking, which pushed genre boundaries. Its critical divide highlighted its innovative spirit, contributing to its lasting legacy as a polarizing yet influential work. Released on June 8, 1984, Gremlins confused audiences expecting a holiday film due to its Christmas setting. The summer launch clashed with its snowy, festive backdrop, prompting Warner Brothers to re-release it in December, as per Screen Rant. The re-release capitalized on the holiday season, boosting ticket sales and aligning with the film's thematic core. The marketing misstep revealed the challenges of seasonal timing, but the adjustment ensured Gremlins maximized its festive appeal, enhancing its cultural resonance. Gizmo plushies and Gremlin toys sold 10 million units by 1985, with Kenner's merchandise line grossing $100 million, as per Den of Geek. The frenzy turned Gizmo into a cultural icon, with products like lunchboxes and pajamas flooding stores. The merchandising success amplified Gremlin's popularity, embedding its characters in everyday life. The toy boom cemented the film's market dominance, showcasing its commercial prowess. Gizmo's widespread appeal drove a lasting legacy, making Gremlins a merchandising juggernaut. Gremlins 2: The New Batch, 1990, took 6 years to produce, as Joe Dante resisted a rushed sequel, fearing it would lack originality, per Screen Rant. His insistence on creative control led to a satirical follow-up that, while less commercially successful, retained the original's irreverent spirit. The delay prioritized quality over haste, preserving the franchise's integrity. Dante's commitment ensured the sequel's distinct vision, maintaining Gremlin's quirky legacy. The thoughtful approach underscored the film's dedication to creative storytelling. George Gipe's 1984 novelization included deleted scenes, like Billy's backstory as an aspiring artist and details of Rand's failed inventions cut for pacing in the film, per facts.net. These additions offered fans deeper character insights, enriching the Gremlins world. The novelization catered to dedicated audiences, expanding the lore beyond the screen. Its extra content strengthened the franchise's narrative depth, providing a richer experience for readers. The novelization's insights enhanced Gremlins' appeal, cementing its storytelling versatility. Gremlins redefined horror comedy, influencing films like Tremors, 1990, and spawning the Critters series. Gizmo's bright light became a pop culture catchphrase, echoed in media and memes as seen in X posts. Its seamless blend of scares, laughs, and heart set a genre standard per cultural analyses. The film's enduring popularity underscores its impact as a cinematic benchmark. Gremlins remains celebrated for its innovative storytelling, maintaining its status as a beloved classic that continues to inspire and entertain. Gremlins, 1984, remains a timeless gem, blending horror, comedy, and heart in a way few films achieve. From its roach-inspired origins to its role in creating the PG-13 rating, these 25-plus facts reveal the artistry and ambition behind Joe Dante's masterpiece. Whether it's the puppetry feats, Spielberg's tonal tweaks, or Gizmo's merchandising mania, Gremlins continues to captivate with its chaotic charm. This deep dive into its production, cast, and cultural impact offers fans a fresh appreciation for a film that shaped 1980s cinema. Revisit Kingston Falls to rediscover the magic of Gremlins, a holiday classic that's as mischievous as ever. Share your favorite Gremlins moment or explore more movie trivia to keep the nostalgia alive. 171 words.